Paula Wesselman, author of Pumpkins to the Rescue, Friends Are Forever, and Apache Fog. Today, I'm going to share with you a special part of the story of Apache Fog. Now, before I do this, I did a video about the story behind the story, which is really very interesting, and how I got the title Apache Fog. So if you'd like to learn the mystery of that, you need to look at that video. Well, today we're going to read, as I said, a section of Apache Fog. Now, Pumpkin Pete was born in a pumpkin patch in Tubac, Arizona, which is not far from Tucson, Arizona, or the border of Mexico. Now, the person who took care of Pumpkin Pete and Charlie and Meredith, and who became friends with them, was a shaman, an Apache shaman, whose great-great-grandfather lived on that land. Now, a shaman is a man with a supernatural power, and he also has the power of nature. Now, he also has enemies, and his biggest enemy are the coyotes, and one in particular who is Trickster. Now, I have a grandson who is also a trickster. James, he's always doing this. What you do to Pete, James? He put his Robin Hood hat on. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you are such a little trickster, just like the coyote in the story. Well, in the story, the shaman is named, what his name is Toklisham, and that means gray fog. And oh, when you hear the story, it has so many moments in it that are scary and exciting and wonderful. Now, we're going to begin reading this section, and Toklisham is the shaman, and it starts now. Ready? You can take that monstrous mask off so I can see that handsome face of yours. Are you ready, James?
Yep.
And you got this ready here? Don't, not yet. I'll tell you when, okay? All right, let's go. Yeah, no. I'll just tell you to grab it, okay? You'll know the story. It was past midnight, and Pumpkin Pete found himself with Dreamy the Moon to keep him company. He thought of Paula and the unkindness of Witch Rachel. Ever since Paula was a child in St. Paul, Minnesota, Witch Rachel was jealous of the loving bond they shared. Now it was Pete's mission, with the help of Paula, to save innocent children from Witch Rachel's evil ways.
Witch Rachel?
Yes. A cluster of sage bushes moved. Is that you whistling, Windy? A large coyote growled deeply. It was Trickster, the pumpkin eater. Tonight you can't escape me, Pete. Trickster licked his chops. You're a fool to think this human friend Paula will ever love you forever. You'll be forgotten and abandoned. There is no kindness in the world. My mother left me as a pup, and my father bit me when I cried. He would have eaten me if I hadn't run away. I would never hurt you, Trickster. I'm a warrior of the pumpkin hood. I follow a code of honor. Trickster's snarl was bitter. Is brave, kind, and courteous going to save you now? Trickster stepped forward, unaware of a dirt hole trap buried in front of him. When his weight hit the pad, metal jaws snapped shut and captured his foot. Trickster yelped in pain. Be silent, Trickster, Pete warned. If the coyotes know you're hurt, they'll harm you. I'm going for help. Out of breath, Pete found Toklisham, now he's the shaman, sitting on the front steps of his house. I need your help. What's the matter, Pete? Trickster's caught in an old trap. Only you can save him. Tucklisham tapped the tobacco from his pipe. Why would I help a coyote that steals my chickens and eats my pumpkins? Trickster is a warrior among coyotes. Why, he's brave and strong. His spirit deserves a warrior's death, not a trap laid out by man. The old Indian understood the wisdom in Pete's words. All right, where is he? When Pete and Tucklisham reached the sage bushes, blood from Trickster's wound had soaked the ground, and he was chewing on the pad of the trap. I told you I'd be back, Pete said. I brought help. Trickster's growl was deep and threatening. I trust no one, not you or man. We're not your enemy, Pete said. Trickster crouched in fear when Tucklisham approached. He knew of his strength and power. The old Indian spoke to him in Apache, and then shook a rattle made of bone and hooves over his body. Right here. He called upon compassionate spirits to assist him in the healing. And while Tucklisham removed the trap and cleaned the wound with medicine from a leather pouch, the howls of coyotes grew closer. Go find the aloe vera plant. It will bring down Trickster's swelling. Excited to help, young James stepped from the shadows with Adiana and Angelina. I know where to get it, Pete. I told the three of you not to leave the mother vine, Pete scolded. One mistake can cost you your life. Look at that. Look what happened to Trickster. Pete's friends, Charlie and Meredith, appeared on the path. We'll take them, Charlie said, and bring them home safely. Meredith hurried the youngsters along. Where is this plant, James? This way, James said, determined to help Pete. Well, now you're going to have to wait to see what happens. But let me tell you, do you think that an act of kindness brings an act of kindness? Do you think the kindness that Pete showed Trickster could be returned to him when he's in need? Well, Pete's going to be in a lot of danger, and he's going to need a lot of help. So you're going to have to read this story to find out what happens next. So until the next time, Pumpkin Pete, what's that, Pete? Yes, I'll tell them. He sends lots of pumpkin love, and James and I send it too. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
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 I love you.